Guys, don't forget to subscribe and help the channel get to 160,000 subs. Welcome to FANS Wethu TV. It's the Carling Black Label Cup. Kaiser Chiefs 0, Stellenbosch 0. Kaiser Chiefs lost via penalties. I'm joined by the kid with no sense.
Steve, my brother,
I'm not.
It's Tebs Putichochi himself. Steve, I think fight to no one fixes African football.
That's true, that's true.
A wise man, Taboje, said, pain delay doesn't mean denied.
Yeah.
The pain has successfully arrived. I saw in our Carling Cup reject group, Kaiser Chiefs have joined.
Yeah.
We are with Sundance there. We are cruising nicely.
Those that are out.
Now it's time to send the invitation to Orlando Pirates because they think they can win it.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate they won't, Steve. No, we know this cup is the cup for small teams. Is Steve, the likes of Abu Makezi, the likes of Abu Stellenbosch, and those other kind of teams, Steve.
Yes.
But getting to the game, Steve, I give credit to Steve Parker, Steve.
Why?
I think he had a very good game plan coming to the game, Steve. He had that thing we built up from the back. You saw the good passes in terms of Moloisan and Mkaba at the back, Steve. They were very much connecting. The combination was very good. Even this Mujita, this Mulungu guy, Umfanavo, and also Mkobo on the other side. They were very, very good in terms of build up from the back. I think their plan was that let's keep the positions, Steve, rely on the wing plays, Steve. It's unfortunate in terms of the wing plays. They had the likes of Barkemang Lekolwane and this guy Le Titans. Unfortunately, Titans they played him a lot of a beat deep too much, Steve. They were not. They didn't have the much ability of going forward, Steve. In terms of even Lekolwane, the midfield was not. It was the guy that got many chances, Steve. Unfortunately, they were not passing him at the right time, Steve. Because of coaching or Omele Kopeli, knowing very well that Solomon is the player that pushes a lot, Steve. So what do? You may Kopeli just stay stationary, Kopeli. But unfortunately, the midfield was unable to produce those creativity passes, Steve. I don't think there was a creative in the midfielder where you had the likes of this guy Matiani. I think Matiani is very, very good, Steve. It's one of the players. We don't need to take 10 games to judge a player and say he's good, Steve. So him against Orlando Pirates. So him when he was coming into the league. I think his first season. In terms of ball scanning, Steve, in the midfield, in terms of the passes, but unfortunately, he's not the player that will give you something going forward, Steve. I think even this guy that we were playing against Palace, they were too much defensive in the midfield. That's why you saw no creativity going forward, unable to even supplying Umchita or the striker that they played, Steve. Ukiya. They didn't. The thing that they lacked was creativity, but ball position they got it. But ball position without any effective thing going forward, it's nothing, Steve. But I think the coach in terms of the sub-ins, he made good subs at the right time, Steve. Bringing in the likes of Abu Mujela. Mujela, I think he needs to pick up his form, Steve. I think currently Mujita he's not been giving anything to Stellenbosch. I think even Andre De Jong are very same. I think what they lack in terms of its supply, man, Steve. They don't get that much supply. That's why you will see them being out of the top 8 currently, being I think number 40 or 15 there. But they're a very, very good team. You can never write them off, Steve. Going to Kaiser Chiefs, Steve, I think, man, I don't know the game plan that they came with today. The players they were playing for 100K, Steve. Individualism, no combination. Korev Blair was doing everything for themselves. They didn't. I don't know if they didn't understand the roles. Like it seems like a mess in the team, Steve. Oli Lepo, I didn't see any effective thing from him today. Going forward, doesn't do anything, Steve. The crosses they are not coming, Steve. Umodi also. What do you expect from you as a winger is to cross the balls? Even Mdushabala had to come on his side to cross the balls inside, which I think I will agree to what Lindo Pep said. The guy is very good from the sides. I think they need to convert him to the wing side. I think Lindo Pep is right there. The only cross that came into the box from the Modi side was because of Dushabala coming into that side, Steve. From defensive wise, they were just protected by Tetwa. I think what we need to be honest with Tetwa, Steve, Lengonya, in terms of beside ama ineffective back passes, beside poor decision making on the ball, Umjiza is very, very good in the midfielder, and he's a central defensive midfielder. People expect a lot from him in terms of scoring. That's the problem, Steve. But Umjita in terms of the midfield, ball recovery, very, very much good. Pressing, winning those crucial balls in the midfield, very, very good, Steve. He can boss the midfield, Steve. It's unfortunate he doesn't have that forward pass in him. I think that's what he lack. That very pass that he can take forward, Steve. That's what he lack. But Umjita in the midfield is very, very good. And by the way, you can't judge a fish by how he climbs the tree. It's not his ability. And I think that's the wrong thing with us South Africans. Because of remember Teboho Mokoena, a central defensive midfielder, when he won the player of the season. We question it. When Macau last season won the midfield of the season, we also question it. Mart was also playing very well, but unfortunately was questioned. Even remember the great Willard Katsande, very same Willard Katsande, playing that central defensive midfield. He was doing his job in terms of winning the balls, ball recovery, not allowing the other team to break the midfield. But unfortunately, because of we expected him to be a Kevin De Bruyne, Sergio Busquets or anything, that's the way we didn't see the quality in him, Steve. But I think Umteto is more like a Willard Katsande team. Ball recovery, he gives you winning crucial balls, aerial balls. He's very good in terms of ball recovery. If we take Mtato out, I'm telling you, Chiefs will concede a lot of goals. Abu Peterson, they're very much protected by that guy, Steve. Abu Miguel, they're very protected by that guy, Steve. But give credit to another player, Uzita Gunika. I saw him. The guy is fighting for the team, always speaking. Wearing that badge, that armband badge, Steve, is not a fluke, Steve. The guy is fighting for the team, Steve. Wanna sometimes getting the ball, Steve, forcing to even get into the midfield. But we long told you there's no creativity in the midfield, Steve. There's not very much creativity. Gaston Sereno coming in, doing, there's nothing that he did, Steve. But congratulations to Stellenbosch. It's just a game of man, they handled themselves with each other. But I think Stellenbosch could have won this game, buried this game at an early minute of the game, Steve. There was no need for them to even go to penalties. But they went to penalties, and I think by a draw, by Abu Pirates and everything. But I see Vales, Steve. I think man of the match, Oxfam Tata really deserved it, Steve. From Stellenbosch, I didn't see. Like, man, cup games, they need sometimes to be individual brilliance, Steve. Cup games are sometimes it's not. That's why you see teams that are playing good football failing to win these cup games. Teams like Abu Sandons playing good football failing to win these things because of it needs individual brilliance. It needs Abon Bogazi to come in and just take a chance and just shoot the ball. Unfortunately, Abu Kukuni didn't have an individual brilliance. Abu Buza uti baba nigen. Baba feel so it needs that individual brilliance. Pirates are feeling. Hey, Ola. I see. Val. Very much. But yeah, man. It's a beginning fix of last season, and I hope Magezi to I don't know if it's home or where, but I know if they take them to Shoe Stadium, they'll butcher them there. There is not easy to come out, but I think it's a fixture of last season. Obviously, Orlando Pirates going to the game, they want a revenge. But in cheap as I trust this team, I see Val out here. I see Dango.